Referrals. What's your referral approach right now?
Asking them,
Okay. But
asking the person.
all right, so what approach me? We're talking and what do you say?
Becca, you like your roof, right? Looks good, right?
Oh, it's so pretty. It looks way better. I feel like I'm
Well,
on HGTV.
do you see your neighbor across the street and next door to them? Just go tell them how great of a job that we did, and I'd appreciate that.
Okay. So, what do you leave their house with at the end of the day there?
What do I leave them with?
What do you leave with? If you ask them that, do you leave with referrals on the spot or do you just kind of hope that your
Uh,
phone rings later?
no, I just hope my phone rings, I guess.
Right. So, that's not bad. That's not a bad approach. And that's how a lot of people ask for referrals. But wouldn't it be better if you left that house with somebody to call?
And we do, well, yes, it would. And we do referral coupons and stuff.
Perfect.
Um, so we let them know about that
Sure.
also. But yes, I've had to do plenty of that working for in insurance. I just pull your phone out and your 10 closest friends. I need their name and number.
Right. So here's the approach that I would use. Because what's your referral coupon? What is it, like 250 bucks or something?
Yeah,
Something like that.
if it's enough referrals, I mean, Justin might give them like $1,000 credit on whatever they want to do.
Sure.
So, I mean, if we close a deal, I mean, if they give us like 20 names and numbers and that's it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Give them 1,000, but sure.
yeah,
Absolutely. So, well, here's what I would recommend then, because that's what almost everyone does with referrals. They either offer 500 bucks or 250 bucks or whatever, or they just say, hey, if you go and chat with your neighbors, make sure you tell them I did a good job and here's my card, pass us some cards. And guess what? Most customers are like, oh, yeah, I'd be so happy to do that. You did such a good job. But then life happens, right?
but when I go knocking in the neighborhood around my job, I'll ask them, hey, did they tell you? And then if they didn't, I'll go back and shame them.
Sure, and you could do that too. Customer shaming is great. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. But that's still, you have to go and do work to get those, right? So if you could get them on the spot, that's proactive. Because when you ask for people for referrals, you are going to get some, no doubt. And some people are just going to be amazing and they're going to send everyone your way. We all have that one customer. But most of the time, they get your little stack of business cards and they totally mean it. They'd love to refer you. But then they're not thinking about, I always make this joke, but Mrs. Jones isn't going out with her girlfriends for martinis on Wednesday talking about their roof. They're talking about like cellulite and Pinterest recipes that they want to try for their son's birthday, right? Like, have you guys tried those wraps? So instead, you want to be able to do it on the spot. But how do you do that? Most people feel kind of awkward asking. So instead, here's what I always did, and it worked so well, and it's so cheap. All right, people are very funny, Matt, but like $20 now is worth more to some people, most people, than a promised $250 later. And that sounds
Mm-hmm.
crazy, but here's what I would do: go out, get yourself a little stack of gift cards. They could be Visa gift cards or Starbucks. Starbucks is a good one to use, or like Target. Everybody loves Target, especially women. God, do we love Target? So go out and get a little stack of business card or gift cards that are really maybe only 20, 25 bucks a piece. And here's what I used to do. At the end, just like at the same time that you're doing it, I'd be like, so Mrs. Jones, what do you think about your roof? Oh, it looks great. You like it? Was that process as smooth as I said it would be or what? And they're like, oh yeah. And you're like, cool. Well, I tell you what, I got a gift here for you if you'll do me one favor. Which do you like more? Target or Starbucks? Ooh, I'm addicted to caffeine. I got to go with the Starbucks. You're like, cool. I totally understand. I need it just to get through the day. And they're like, haha, cool. Well, Mrs. Jones, here's the deal. I have a $25 Starbucks gift card here that is yours. All I ask is that you do me one small favor. So, this industry is kind of weird, Mrs. Jones, because we help a lot of people and what we do is pretty awesome. Like there are not many people that can say that they can give people a $10,000 facelift on their house HGTV special for like 5% of the whole. I mean, it's literally like a 90 or 95% discount. Like, it's awesome. Plus, it prevents him from running into leaks down the road. It helps him get the full benefits of their insurance. I think it's pretty cool. Would you agree? And they're like, oh, yeah, this was pretty awesome. You're like, cool. Well, as you might have noticed, the weird part about this business is that people most of the time don't even know that they can do that. They don't even know that they have damage. Like, I have to go and raise awareness. It's like, Mrs. Jones, I go and do inspections just like I did with you and I met you. But that takes up a ton of my time. And I got to be honest, Mrs. Jones, I don't really love knocking on doors. Surprisingly, it's not one of my favorite hobbies. I would rather be picking up dog poop than knock on doors, to be quite honest with you, make it a joke. And it's like, tell you what, if you just write down 2 people that live in this area and their phone number that I can just call and offer free inspection, that's all. This is yours. Toss it on the table, hand them the notebook and the pen, and sit and smile. Because they're going to take that. They're not just going to sit there. And you already asked them which gift card they would like, and they chose. So it's like they've already kind of verbally agreed. And then you give them the notebook, and it's like, by the way, Mrs. Jones. And if they write down 2 people really easy, it's like, Mrs. Jones, that was almost too easy for you. Tell you what, I'll give you the 25. Well, yeah, you can say I'll give you the $25 Target gift card too if you think of 2 more. And then they put that down. And if they keep going, swing by a different time and bring them something. Hook them up with something. Send them another. So that's how you do it, and you get them on the spot. And now it's really easy because you can just call up that homeowner. She writes down Tina. All right. Hey, Tina, this is actually Matt Pruitt, and you don't know me, and I really don't mean to call you out of the blue and catch you off guard like this, but I actually know your friend, Teresa Caputo, who's a Long Island medium. That's the first name that popped in my mind. She's got crazy hair and crazy nails. But it's like, she actually wanted me to give you a call. I don't know if you have noticed. I know you guys live in the same neighborhood. Find out some details about who they are and where they live and whatnot. It's like, I actually, they had hail damage from this hailstorm, surprisingly. They didn't think they had any. I ended up doing an inspection for them for free. And long story short, we found out there was damage. And lo and behold, their insurance company came out and they just got virtually a free new roof siding and gutters on their house. Like, Teresa is just stoked right now. And she wanted me to call a couple of her friends and let them know, like, this could potentially happen to your house too. Like, there's a lot of damage out here. So I'm going to be doing I'm super busy, Tina. Like, my schedule this time of year is crazy, but I told Teresa I'd give you guys priority. I wanted to give you a call. I'm going to be out in the neighborhood Thursday and Saturday again this week, helping out some other neighbors. I could pop by on Thursday at 5, or would Saturday at 11 work better for you? So that's how you do it. And now it's boom, boom, boom. If you got just 2 referrals from each customer that you worked on average, like, you wouldn't have to knock doors. You'd be busy all the time, and your deals are in the bag when they're referrals. They're not going to not sign, right?
Super warm lead.
Super warm leads, smoking hot leads. We're talking about Rihanna leads here, So it's like, those are easy to do, and it's so proactive, and it's so efficient with your time. Like, you'll spend less and less time beating the streets and even doing appointments, because they're just like, okay, so do I just sign something? You're like, yes, you sure do. So that's the referral approach. But do you see how that's proactive instead of passive?
Mm-hmm.
You get way better results with a proactive approach than you ever will with a passive approach.